What if I told you that two paychecks can feel like one, and that feeling isn't your fault, it's a design flaw? Meet a typical modern couple. She's in marketing pulling mid six figures, not quite, $62,000. He's in IT at $71,000. Together, they earn $133,000, which on paper looks like comfort, maybe even a small victory dance. So, why are they exhausted living near paycheck to paycheck and swiping a card for an emergency car repair? Let me ask you, does more income equal more security, or did we accidentally trade resilience for nicer floors and a bigger mortgage? There's a name for this modern financial illusion: the two income trap. Elizabeth Warren studied families who filed for bankruptcy and found something counterintuitive. Households with two working parents were often more vulnerable, not less. Surprising, right? Two jobs, double the hustle, and yet a higher chance of financial collapse. Let's rewind to 1970 for a second. Back then, a single primary wage earner often covered the household comfortably: mortgage, groceries, car, vacations, and a small savings cushion, because the backup plan, a stay-at-home parent entering the workforce if necessary, actually existed. That was margin. That was financial air to breathe. Fast forward to today, both parents work. Great, except we converted the emergency backup into the baseline. Housing prices, healthcare, childcare, college, all of them ballooned, and suddenly both incomes are needed just to tread water. Welcome to the bidding war where everyone escalated and nobody really won. Here's the brutal, literal math nobody enjoys explaining at dinner. That second $50,000, taxes bite it, childcare chews on it, commuting devours it, and convenience, because you're exhausted, eats the rest. After taxes, daycare, extra car costs, takeout, and cleaners, the extra income can shrink to pocket change, sometimes a couple thousand a year, sometimes negative. That's $8 per workday or $1 per hour for a full-time job. Ouch. So where did all this money go, if not yachts and private jets? It vanished into the fixed costs of modern middle-class life: a mortgage sized by two incomes, childcare in place of a stay-at-home parent, healthcare premiums, and the hidden taxes of time, convenience services, more eating out, paid help. These aren't luxuries, they're survival fees. Banks and lenders look at the combined income and approve a mortgage. But the bank doesn't care about burnout, a sick parent, or a job loss. It cares about signatures and payments. So you qualify for a house that requires two incomes to sustain, and you've just mortgaged your backup plan. What's the fix? Start with the mindset that made our grandparents resilient. Build a one-income foundation. Structure your non-negotiables: mortgage, insurance, basic bills, so one income could, if needed, carry the household. Treat the second paycheck like optional fuel for savings, investments, debt payoff, or accelerated retirement. Concrete example: instead of qualifying for the biggest house two incomes allow, buy the house one income can own comfortably. Skip the second car payment. Bank the difference. Funnel the extra into an emergency fund first, then retirement, then investments. In 5 to 10 years, compounding does the heavy lifting, and your optionality returns. Yes, it means short-term sacrifices. You'll pass by flashier houses, say no to lifestyle upgrades, and explain to friends why you don't flex despite a raise. But ask yourself, do you want Instagram security or real financial resilience? If you're already trapped, start small. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, map out one income affordability for your essentials, and redirect any extra paycheck dollars to debt and investments, not to bigger monthly commitments. Final truth: this isn't a morality play about hard work. It's economics and sociology dressed up in lifestyle choices. You can hustle forever and still be fragile, or you can use the same hustle to buy back your options. Which would you pick? If this hit a nerve, drop a comment with your situation. I'll read a few and make a follow-up where I walk through real budgets and trade-offs. And hey, if you want more cold-blooded financial truth with a side of sarcasm, smash subscribe and like. Help me keep telling the uncomfortable stuff.